Alright guys, we're back with the final EZA of today, the second GT Super Saiyan EZA, the counterpart to Goku. We have GT Super Saiyan Vegeta. 79% in the dupe system, level 10 links. We do have him on Gogeta's 220 lead. Giant Ape or Great Ape Vegeta is here because he can actually link with him. You know, we do have those typical Vegeta links. Hopefully we can get the Gogeta support and Carnival LRSSJ4 Goku support in this one. He is on a 721k attack stat to start with. And we haven't even picked up an orb. Just like Goku, very dependent on extra attack and defense per keys for obtain. But we haven't even got one yet. So already, it's looking juicy. It's looking juicy. He is starting with 250% attack and defense, is also a rainbow orb changer. Then when attacking with 12 or more ki, he will gain 20% attack, but 30% defense, and damage reduction of 3% per ki sphere obtained. So, this is where GT Jeets got the better deal over EZA LR Kaioken Goku. Because not only is he getting damage reduction per any ki sphere obtained, not specifically type orbs, but then GT Jeet also has guard. It might not be guaranteed in base, but as long as you get 3 or more ki, which as a rainbow orb change is almost guaranteed, that guard is then guaranteed. So in a way it kind of is, but it isn't in his passive. So we're going to get him about 8 ki spheres. So that is going to be 160% attack, but that is going to be 240% defense. That is going to be a total of 24% damage reduction and guard. So even though you can get him damage reduction, you will more than likely get him guard every single turn. Not a slot 1 unit. Perfect for slot 2 because of course he gets all his attack and defense from orbs. He then also gains, of course, 50% attack and defense on super attack, just like the GT Goku as well. But as a slot 2 unit, slot 3, ideal. Ideal. Ton of attack and defense from orbs, stats, SA effects, and then the damage reduction from orbs and the guard. 20 mil attack stats a very good starting point as well. So it does also look like my boy Jeets can pull out some damage while being very defensively solid. This is his first appearance, so that is a guaranteed additional. So that's 2 50% attack and defense raises. We did get 5 or more keys, so that's another guaranteed additional. 23 mil we're up to. That's another 50% attack and defense. Can we get the potential system? We did, but it was only a normal. That would have been very nice if we also got the potential system additional as a super as well. But just like GT Goku, that does mean Vegeta can get about 2 to 3 super attacks in a turn. All 50% attack and defense each time. So whereas Goku, per GT Heroes or Giant Ape Power category ally, gained defense by 77% and damage reduction, instead, Jeets get 77% extra attack, which is probably why he's going to out-damage Goku probably on average, and 30% crit chance. Although Goku does get almost guaranteed crit with the amount of crit chance he gets from orbs. But in seeing like just the flat number that appears on your screen when you super attack, Jeets on average will have that over Goku probably. I mean, actually I say probably, he does. My Goku has 1 extra dupe. And Jeets has already out-damaged him, or at least by the numbers that appear before the actual damage is done on super attack. But instead, as I said, Jeets is getting 77% attack and 30% crit chance, so you can get 60% chance to crit by having 2 GT Heroes or Giant Ape Power category allies next to him, which in a rotation, in my opinion, is better than Goku. Because, or at least the setup is better than Goku's, because GT Super Saiyan Goku doesn't link with EZA LR Great Ape Vegeta whatsoever. And it's not even like I'm forcing him on the team. He's just a very good slot 1 option, which of course, even though we do have another new one today in Super EZA SSJ Vegeta, the slot 1 options right now, or essentially the very good slot 1 options right now with how hard enemies are hitting, they're very limited. There's only a few that can do it. So, Great Ape Vegeta is one of them. So the fact that GT Super Saiyan Vegeta does link with him, and then of course the other usual suspects like Carnival LSJ4 Goku, another unit that can benefit from his support, by the way. The Vegeta portion, and even the Goku portion, but the Vegeta portion more so from the Gogeta unit. And then also the Gogeta support. I think rotation-wise, Vegeta has the slight better setup than Goku. It's only minuscule though. It's very marginal. It's not like it's night and day. But just having that extra unit that he can link to, and that being a slot 1 unit, that could easily be a rotation for you. And then maybe you have like GT Super Saiyan Goku just floating in slot 3. That could work really well. And then you have both their orb changing on like 1 turn. And then eventually you can actually have a full rotation of Rainbow orb changing when you transform the SSJ4s. And then you had both GT Super Saiyan EZAs in slot 2 and slot 3 as well. But then also when we activate his active skill, he doesn't have a guaranteed crit like Goku does, but he does gain the 350% attack on active instead, or just that, should I say. We kind of already get the Gogeta support. I kind of want to wait for both, but I'm not going to do that. The reason why I'm not going to do that, of course, is because we have two. We have 2 Gogetas, so we might as well. Whereas Goku was the 220 lead under Vegeta, which means 2 Vegetos, 2 Gokus. Vegeta gets his 220 lead from, of course, Gogeta, so that way we can have double the chunky support, which I don't think we're going to be able to have active right now because it'll probably end up killing 17. So I'm gonna hold off on actually using it because I don't think we'll get away with using it then super attacking. So we're gonna get him 7 orbs. That does also guarantee us the guard with 3. That does guarantee us the 5 or more for the guaranteed additional. As you're seeing with both GT Super Saiyan EZAs, getting the 3 orbs, getting the 5 orbs, it's really easy to do. With just purely Rainbow orb changing, it's just not a struggle to get it in the slightest, which actually helps out Jeets a lot more than Goku, because even though 3 orbs is very easy to get, only 16.2 mil though. Only 16.2, so maybe Goku is out damaging Vegeta on a regular. Yeah, no, Goku maybe on average is out damaging Jeets, but then Jeets does have the guard and damage reduction per orb. Maybe. Although there is a bit more security with Jeets, because of course Goku's damage reduction or damage reduction per GT heroes or Giant 8 power category ally is all dependent on obviously who you have on the rotation and who that slot 3 unit's going to be, unless both of them belong to GT heroes or Giant 8 power and Goku is the one floating. Only 16 mil though. I mean, that's not bad considering you can super attack twice guaranteed pretty much in a turn, because again, it's just not difficult to get the 3 or more orbs, the 5 or more orbs. But as I was saying, but yeah, making sure you get the orbs on Jeets it's a lot more important than it is, say, for Goku. Because again, even though those 3 orbs are pretty much guaranteed, I mean, we're seeing it here, and we've also seen it with Goku because he has the same conditions, just different bonuses from those conditions. Getting 3 orbs for Jeets is kind of a necessity because of that guaranteed guard he gets from it. But the good thing is, because of how good the Rainbow orb changing is, you're pretty much guaranteed to get that all the time. Like, I don't see you ever struggling for orbs when it comes to either of the EZAs, to be fair. Now, annoyingly, I have both Gogeta and Goku here, and the other Gogeta is still floating. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get both on rotation in time before we kill Cell, but we can at least manage one. I've gone with Carnival LSJ4 Goku just because you're probably going to have that support more frequently active than, say, Gogeta's in difficult content. Because typically you can get Super Saiyan 4 Goku out pretty quickly. If we can manage both, that would be good. If we could manage both, that would be great. But if we're going to end up with just one, that's completely fine as well. And then we can just see both of the supports pop off on Jeets in some difficult content where it really, really matters. Just like Goku. Cell's health is definitely falling. I do want to save the active skill again for the support. We have a million attack stat right now. To be fair, it's probably because of how well we're linked up with the GT Goku. I'm not quite sure if we're going to make it. I mean, we might do. It all depends on how much the Gogetas pop off next turn. So I'm not going to be able to see the active skill with all the support. which is annoying, but that's completely fine with me. But I'm going to pop the active skill now, and then at best case scenario, we can have some Carnival LSJ4 Goku support with GT Super Saiyan Jeets.
Take this, my new finishing move. Final shine attack.
Big crit, a lot of damage. Yeah, we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. So now we've used the active skill. Jeets, of course, doesn't have the guaranteed crit, but he does have the extra 350% attack that he does get from it as well in his passive. How many orbs can we grab him? We're gonna get him 9. So we're gonna get a total of 180% extra attack, and we're gonna get a fat extra 270% defense, which does mean we also have 27% damage reduction. Is it 27%? Yes. I think so. Maths. Yeah. 27%. 27% damage reduction. 23 more attack stat, which is very nice. Very, very nice. Big 22 mil crit. Big 22 mil. That's another 50% attack and defense. Can we get the potential system additional as well? No. 2 big crits though. 2 very, very big crits though. These EZAs, these GT Super Saiyan EZAs are very good. Very good. I know Carnival LSJ4 Goku carries Giant 8 power because he elevates so many units, and the category became in a very good spot as is. These two linked up are insane. Yeah, Goku's doing even more damage. But these two going on that category as well, big upgrade. Goku should be able to tank this fine because there's 2 Giant 8 power category allies. Yeah, he has his full damage reduction. But these two are 2 fantastic additions to that. They elevate GT heroes a bunch as well, especially with the year 7 SSJ4 EZAs. It's a shame we couldn't get the support for either the GT EZAs, but we'll see them eventually. We'll see them eventually. Another unit that benefits from Carnival LSJ4 Goku support. Don't forget as well, that support on GT Jeets is nice. I mean, it's nice on both of them, but you're looking at guard with 3 or more key spheres. You're looking at an average between 6 and 8 orbs, which means an average of what? 18% damage reduction and 24%, along with the extra 10%. So Jeets is always sitting on anywhere between 28% damage reduction and also 34% damage reduction with guard, which is pretty solid, and then all the extra attack and defense he gets from stats and SAFX and super attacking multiple times. So best believe that Carnival LSJ4 Goku rotation and also the Gogeta support is gonna go hard. And then if you're to run dual Carnival LSJ4 Gokus, you're gonna have that SAFX support on both GT Super Saiyan EZAs as well, because it lasts 2 turns. 2 amazing EZAs that buff 2 very strong categories, and they're also benefiting from the big support. I like these EZAs a lot, but you can let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care, have a great day, and peace.